Did you know that suited hiring assessment test isn't just about qualifications? It evaluates your cognitive skills, problem-solving abilities, and how well you adapt to challenges. Hi, this is Vadim from Online Training for Everyone, and in this video, I'm excited to share with you 10 practice questions specifically designed to help you prepare for suited hiring assessment test and improve your logical reasoning and decision-making skills. My best advice for success: stay focused, attempt all 10 questions yourself, and use this session to sharpen your critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. Let's jump in and get started. What is the most important thing you can find in the corporate world? Nope, it's not the coffee machine, it's annual goals. And the perfect word to describe them is exactly the one you need to guess. Because in this question, you are presented with 5 letters. You need to rearrange and guess the word. And here's the caveat: you only can use each letter once. So it's time to put your detective hat on, because we are hunting down the holy grail of corporate happiness. And here's the hint for you: it's not an extra PTO, paid time off day. Sorry, just the 3 letters there. And make sure to take your time with this particular question. Or just keep rearranging the letters until it starts making sense. Or maybe it never does. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? The answer is bonus. It is spelled B-O-N-U-S. And here's the pro tip for you. If you're trying to figure out this question in the office, make sure to shout it out loud, because bonus is one word that can grab everyone's attention faster than unexpected Friday off. Here's the brain booster for your engineering brain. Practicing regularly isn't just good, it's transformational. Let's tackle this question and level up your abilities to make you shine. A solid cube is floating in a container of water. If the cube is replaced by another cube of the same size but greater density, what will happen to the water level in the container? Your choices for the answers are: choice A, level will increase; choice B, level will decrease; choice C, level will stay the same; and choice D, depends on the material. Remember, we're enhancing your skills here to make your abilities shine, and you need to solve this question yourself. And just like on the real test, I'll set the timer for you to solve this. Make sure to lock in your answer before timer's up. Let's begin. Time's up. Have you locked in your answer? Now let's go through the solution together, and you'll be amazed how simple it is to solve it. To answer this question, we need to understand the physics behind it. The amount of water displaced depends on whether the cube floats or sinks. In the first container, lesser density cube floats, and the floating objects displace their weight in water, partially submerging. We know that the second cube is higher density, so it will submerge deeper or fully submerge. So this is how we're gonna solve it. The first cube floats, so it displaces only enough water to balance its weight. The second, denser cube sinks, just because it's heavier. And the second cube will displace more water because its entire volume is submerged. Or, I guess, submerged deeper than the first cube. Now let's look at the original water level. You see, when cube floats, it's at a certain level. Now the second cube is heavier because it's higher density. As it's submerged deeper, the water level rises. Which means that the correct answer here is choice A, water level increases. But wait, are you ready to practice your skills? Try this question to see how you would do. A solid cube is fully submerged but still floating in a container of water. If the cube is replaced by another cube of the same size but greater density, what will happen to the water level in the container? And your choices for the answers are: choice A, increase; choice B, decrease; choice C, stay the same; and choice D, depends on the material. When you're confident in your answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Good luck with this fun challenge. If developing sharper analytical skills is on your agenda, which I'm pretty sure it is, this question could challenge you to take your skills to the next level. You're presented with 3 cool-looking shapes. Each shape has 2 circles and triangle, and also has 4 numbers inside. First shape has numbers 14, 42, 35, and then number 37 in the middle. Second shape has numbers 15, 30, and 27, and then number 23 in the middle. Third shape has number 35 in the middle, and then numbers 16, 48, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 41, choice B, 42, choice C, 43, and last but not least, choice D, 45. Time's up. Are you ready to show your answer? The pattern here is that the calculations start in the upper left corner, and digits from the middle number are used individually to complete the calculations. First digit is used for multiplication, and second digit is used for subtraction. Let's look at the sample calculations so it makes sense. We start with the number 14 in the upper left corner. 14 multiplied by 3, which is the first digit of 37, equals 42. And then 42 minus 7 equals 35. Let's complete the calculations for the second shape to confirm the pattern. 15 multiplied by 2 equals 30, and 30 minus 3 equals 27. Now is the time to calculate the missing number. 16 multiplied by 3 equals 48, and 48 minus 5 equals 43. So the correct answer here is choice C, 43. Here's a quick question to sharpen your analytical abilities. You're presented with series of matrices. Matrices 1, 2, and 3 have different shapes inside. Your goal is to determine which shape comes next, and you need to select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. With this question, you need to think fast. Just like an actual test, your goal is to comprehend and decide before timer is up. Once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side and review it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. I hope you're prepared, because while the answer is simple, it's not immediately obvious. Let's work through the solution step by step. There are 3 important patterns in this sequence, and each pattern resides in a column of the matrix. Let's start with the first, leftmost column. In the first object, we see a square in the upper left corner. In the second matrix, we don't see anything, and in the third one, we again see the same square, which means that the pattern of the first column is that the dark square alternates and appears in every other shape. Let's switch our focus to the second column. In the first object, we see a triangle, then we see a square, and then in the third object, we see a pentagon. What's interesting about this pattern is that the shapes move from the middle row to the upper row and then back to the middle row. On top of that, number of sides in each shape increases. Triangle has 3 sides, square has 4 sides, and pentagon has 5 sides. Can you guess the number of sides in the missing object? I think you guessed it right. Number should be 6. But it doesn't help us much because all choices A, B, C, and D all have hexagons. So unfortunately, we need to continue and uncover the third magic pattern. Let's look closely at the column 3, the rightmost column. What's interesting, we see the donut always stays in the third column and then moves from the middle row to the bottom row and then back to the middle row. Let's go back to the original question and construct the missing object. Based on what we've learned, the missing object should have no shapes in the column 1, it should have a hexagon in the top row in column 2, and then it should have a donut in the bottom right corner. Which means that the correct answer here is choice D. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with a series of 3 by 3 matrices. 3 matrix objects are present and the 4th one in the series is missing. You need to select the missing object out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Once you've determined your answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving the school problem. Solving this problem is like understanding a knot on your journey. It might seem frustrating at first, but with patience, the knots will loosen. Remember, that each small effort brings you closer to the solution, and having a clear direction will guide you through with the compass of direction. Speaking about compass, you're presented with phenomenally cool symmetrical set of compasses. The first shape has number 2 in the middle, numbers 4, 9, 2, and 3 on the outside. The second compass has number 2 in the middle again, and numbers 16, 9, 4, and 3 on the outside. And then the third shape also has number 2 in the middle, and then numbers 49, 25, 7, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 5, choice B, 6, choice C, 8, and choice D, 9. Take a moment to think through the problem carefully. I'll give you some time and also some hints to guide you along the way on your journey. Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because the pattern in this question couldn't be any simpler. All you need to do is to square the bottom number using the middle number as the power to find the top number. Let's look at the example. 2 in power of 2 equals 4, and 3 in power of 2 equals 9. Let's look at the second shape to confirm our hypothesis. 4 in power of 2 equals 16. And we already know what 3 in power of 2 is, right? It's 9. Let's switch to the third shape to continue. 7 in power of 2 equals 49. And you know what time it is? It's the magic time to calculate the missing number. The only number that in power of 2 gives you the result of 25 is 5. So the correct answer here is choice A, 5. If you think you're done here, you're mistaken. There is more. Here's the question for you to answer. You're presented with 3 shapes. First shape has number 2 on the inside, and then numbers 25, 9, 4, and 3 on the outside. Second shape has number 2 on the inside, and then numbers 16, 4, 4 again, and 2 on the outside. And then the third shape has number 3 in the middle, and then numbers 3, 27, 1, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 2, choice B, 3, choice C, 4, and choice D, 5. After you've done selecting your answer, post it in comments, and I'll provide you with my feedback. Best of luck on this exciting challenge. Here's a quick brain teaser to sharpen your analytical abilities. If analyzing 100,000 rows of data using AI Cloud Business Intelligence Platform costs $20, how many rows can you analyze with a budget of $50? Your choices for the answers are choice A, 50,000, choice B, 150,000, choice C, 250K, and choice D, 400K. With this question, you would need to think fast. Just like on the actual test, your goal is to comprehend and decide before timer is up. And once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side to review it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? The solution here is simple, but requires careful thought. So let's tackle it together. To solve it, let's calculate the cost per 1,000 rows. If the cost for 100,000 rows is $20, the cost per 1,000 rows would be 20 divided by 100 and would be equal to 20 cents. Now let's calculate how many rows can we process with our budget of $50. $50 divided by 20 cents equals 250,000 rows, which means that the correct answer here is choice C, 250,000 rows. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. If processing of 500 megabytes of data in the business analytics platform costs $10, how much data can you process with the budget of $40? Your choices for the answers are choice A, 1,000 megabytes, choice B, 1,500 megabytes, choice C, 2,000 megabytes, and choice D, 2,500 megabytes. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving this cool problem. Let's challenge your leadership skills with this intriguing question. What is the best leadership behavior when taking over a team with low morale and trust in leadership. And you have 4 choices to select from. Choice A, enforce strict rules and deadlines. Choice B, organize team building activities. Choice C, listen actively and provide ongoing support. And choice D, replace disengaged team members. Think you know the answer? Think again. Just like in the real test, focus on the question and choose your answer before time runs out. And once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side to review it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. I hope you're ready, because the solution is simple, yet requires careful thought. Let's tackle it together. To answer leadership questions correctly, we need to understand the intent of the leader. Each answer choice demonstrates the intent. Let's look at choice A first. Implement strict rules and deadlines. The intent of the leader is to boost productivity. For choice B, schedule team building activities. The intent is to foster trust. For choice C, start to actively listening to team members' concerns. Intent is to provide consistent support. And for choice D, replace key team members who seem disengaged. The intent is remove disengaged team member without resolving any challenges. Which one do you think is the correct one? Let me share with you my thoughts, and I'll share the incorrect answers first, and obviously explain you why they're incorrect. Let's first eliminate choice A. Implementing strict rules is incorrect. I think choice A is incorrect because it can further damage morale and trust. As you might have guessed, choice B is incorrect either. Scheduling team building activities alone is incorrect, as it does not address deeper concerns. And if you thought that choice D is incorrect, you would be right. Replacing team members is incorrect, because it does not give the existing team member a chance to improve under new leadership. The solution is to start actively listen to the team members concerned. This behavior shows strong leadership by building trust, understanding team dynamics, and creating a supportive environment for long-term morale improvement. And the correct answer to this question is choice C. Start by actively listening to the team concerns and providing consistent support. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. What's the best way to handle conflict and rebuild team harmony? Your choices for the answers are choice A, ignore the conflict. Choice B, enforce strict rules. Choice C, mediate with open dialogue. And choice D, separate team members. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving this cool leadership problem. Here's a very interesting question to determine how well you can work with others. You need to determine what is the best way to schedule a meeting with the client who is based in a different time zone and has limited availability. You need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, schedule the meeting without considering the client's time zone. Choice B, email the client with several date and time options without specifying the time zone. Choice C, check the client's time zone and suggest several date and time options that work for both the client and your manager. And last but not least, choice D, schedule the meeting during your manager's preferred time slot without considering the client's availability or time zone. Take a close look to see if you can select the right answer. And I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. I believe the correct answer here is choice C. Option C is the best choice because it takes into consideration the client's availability and time zone. There are 2 stakeholders in this action, your manager and your client. And you need to check the time zone and suggest several date and time options that work for both the client and your manager. This will ensure that the meeting is scheduled at a convenient time for both parties, and this minimizes the risk of confusion and miscommunication. Let's also look at other options to determine why they might be incorrect. Let's look at option A. It is wrong because it ignores the client's time zone, which will lead to scheduling conflicts. Option B is also incorrect because it does not specify the time zone, which can cause confusion and miscommunication. And last but not least, option D is incorrect as well because it disregards the client's availability and time zone, which can lead to scheduling conflicts and damage the company's reputation. When you solved this challenge on your own, did you come up with the different answer? If this is the case, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. Here's a very interesting question on how to provide recommendation to your manager for the new product line. Your manager wants you to provide a recommendation on whether to continue investing in a new product line based on your analysis of the sales data. What is the best approach to analyze the sales data and provide the recommendation? You're presented with 4 different choices. Let's look at each one of them. Choice A. Conduct a simple analysis of the sales data and provide recommendation based on initial findings. Choice B. Conduct a comprehensive analysis of the sales data, including market trends and competitor data. Provide a recommendation based on your findings. Choice C. Provide a recommendation based on personal opinion and expertise without conducting any analysis of the sales data. And last but not least, choice D. Provide a recommendation based on the sales data from a similar product line without analyzing the sales data for the new product line. Take a close look to see if you can select the correct answer. Are you ready? Ready or not, I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. I think the correct answer here is choice B. In choice B, you need to conduct a comprehensive analysis of the sales data, including market trends and competitor data. Provide a recommendation based on your findings. I think this choice is correct because it allows you to provide a thorough understanding of the sales data, ensuring more accurate and informed recommendation. Conducting a comprehensive analysis of the sales data is essential in making an informed decision for your manager. Let's also look at the incorrect choices to determine why they are incorrect. Option A is too simplistic and can get the result in an incomplete assessment of the sales data. Option C is unreliable and can be seen as unprofessional since it's based on personal opinion and experience without any supporting data. And last but not least, choice D is not recommended since it involves using sales data from a similar product line, which may not be relevant to the new product line. Was your answer different? If it was, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. Let's test your leadership thinking with this fun and practical scenario. How should a leader behave when a high-performing team member experiences a sudden drop in motivation? Your choices for the answers are: choice A, offer additional tasks to challenge them. Choice B, give them some space to resolve their issues on their own. Choice C, highlight their past achievements in the team meetings to motivate them. And last but not least, choice D, schedule a one-time conversation to understand their concerns. Just like on the real assessment, focus on the question and choose your answer before timer is up. Once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side and review it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? Because the solution here is simple, but requires careful thought. Let's tackle this question together. To solve it, let's eliminate incorrect choices one by one. I think choice A is a distraction. Offering additional tasks is incorrect because it will overwhelm the team member without addressing the underlying issue. I think highlighting achievements publicly is incorrect because it will not address the root cause of the decreased motivation. And choice B is also a good idea in general. Giving some space to the fellow team member is a good idea, but it isn't correct in this particular question because it lacks proactive approach from the leader. With this in mind, let's focus on the remaining choice. The behavior in this choice demonstrates empathetic leadership by directly engaging with the team member. It helps us identify potential challenges and provides personalized support to re-engage with their motivation. Which means that the correct answer here is choice D. Schedule a one-on-one conversation to understand their concerns. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. What is the best way to address growing tensions between two key team members? And you have 4 choices to choose from. Choice A, ignore the conflict and let it resolve itself. Choice B, take sides to support the stronger performer. Choice C, facilitate a private, constructive discussion between them. And choice D, reassign their roles to avoid further conflict. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving the school problem. Well, it's time to do something different now. Let's test how well you're absorbing the material. I have a question for you to practice your skills. With this question, the spotlight is on you. Take the lead in solving this question on your own terms and post your answer in the comments so I can share with you my feedback. I have full confidence that you will shine with your brilliance right now by solving this challenge. You need to select the answer that best describes you, and the answer should be based on the statement I'm about to read. I am more productive when I don't have to take risks as part of my job. You're presented with 7 possible choices. Choice A, strongly disagree. Choice B, disagree. Choice C, somewhat disagree. Choice D, not sure. Choice E, somewhat agree. Choice F, agree. And choice G, strongly agree. The good thing is you can tackle this challenge on your own. And then please share your solution in the comments. I'm looking forward to discussing your answer and providing some feedback. Thanks for getting involved, and good luck with this intriguing challenge. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.